Alright, good morning everybody. Welcome to Fishing with the Van Martyrs. This is your first time here. I'm your host, John. Normally I would do a nice intro and stand in front of the camera and talk and stuff, but as you guys can see, it's very early in the morning, very low light situation, so we're just going to do it like this morning, and then I'll close out like I usually do so you guys can all see me and stuff. But if you could go ahead and hit the thumbs up button, it helps support this channel. And if you haven't already, and this is something you enjoy watching, if you could go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And if you guys could go ahead and drop a comment of some kind down below, I would greatly appreciate that as well. Comments and thumbs up are what helps support YouTube channels and keep them growing, and I would just greatly appreciate it if you guys could take a couple minutes to do those couple things. Today we are doing finesse fishing. I'm thinking about doing a series on finesse fishing, just because a lot of people just starting out with bass fishing, it's very easy to have the stuff necessary already to just grab it and go out and go catch some fish. You know, a lot of people have a spinning reel of some kind. You might have to put some better fishing line on it. And of course I just tangled this up. You might have to put some heavier pound fishing line on it, just in case you go out your first time and you hook the river monster. So this is a drop shot. This is a 12-pound fluorocarbon leader hooked up to 50-pound braid. I'm using a black with blue and green flake Senko worm. I have a drop shot hook. Tie here, run back through here, helps the worm to stand up off of it. I'm also using the drop shot bands, or the worm bands, whatever. I guess they're not technically drop shot bands, they're used for a lot of different things. Basically that makes it so that you can hook this and some of the meat of the worm and makes the worm last longer. And then down at the bottom we have our weight. This is a very simple, easy thing to rig up, and it catches a lot of fish. So basically you throw it out there and you let it sit, and then you just kind of want to make your worm dance. Sorry about that, you guys. I thought we had a fish on already. So anyways, you just want to make your worm dance, just kind of bop your reel off the bottom so slightly. I was spooling this reel up the other day and I came up short, and I was thinking that with the leader on there that I would have enough line, and I've just figured out that I don't, which kind of sucks. Alright, so I brought 2 poles, which is apparently a good thing. So that's the drop shot rig. This is set up for Wacky rig. It's very simple. I have a Wacky rig hook here. This has a weed block on it, which is kind of nice. And again, just going through a little bit of the meat of the worm and through that band. And then to make it weedless, we're just going to put this guy right down on there like that. And that's all there is to it. When the fish bites it, this will go down out of the way and will reveal the hook. And I am using an antique here. Anybody on here that's an older person? This is a Daiwa Regal Silver medium action rod, 7 foot. It actually says it is 2.14 mil. It will take a half inch to 1.5 ounce weight. It's the 6423 model. This is an old pole, you guys, very old, but it's a good classic. I've caught a lot of fish on it and I like it, so I use it. Again, 50-pound braid with a 12-pound fluorocarbon leader. This is a weightless worm, so because it's a weightless worm, you want to give it ample time to sink all the way to the bottom because it's floating extremely slow down, very slowly. If you guys are curious as to the knot that I'm using, then go ahead and drop a comment below and I will do a video on knot tying and fill you guys in on the knot that I'm using. So all I'm going to do is put a different color worm on here. I've also got these guys. Let's put the red flake on. So this is this one here is motor oil with the red flake. So it's basically black and red. It's obviously Gary Yamamoto. It's the worms that I prefer. So as far as these bands are concerned, this is the tool. If you want it, you can get it. I picked up this kit with the tool and all the hooks in there, except for a couple of things that I've put in there. And a bunch of bands at my local fishing shop for 15 bucks, which is pretty cheap. And basically you figure out where the middle of the worm is. You want to go dead center best as you can, so it looks like it's just past this guy, the center mark there, and we're good. And then we're gonna go ahead and give this a little bit more action, and I'm gonna put a nail weight in the front. It's gonna make it sink a little bit faster. For one, it's going to give our bait a little bit more weight, but it's also going to make the head kind of dance a little different. And it might just be the little added oomph that's needed. So again, when you put this on, move the weed guard out of the way. Don't stab yourself in the finger. Just a little bit of meat. Don't want to do much because the idea is to not wreck your worms and to get them to last longer. Weed guard. And that is what you're looking for. Good middle hanging bait. It's going to look great falling through the water there. Alright, so now we are ready Black and reds, black and blues, all good for stained water, and this water is pretty stained here. So now again, allowing the bait to sink. It's obviously going to fall a little faster now because of the fact that I have that nail weight in there. And we got one. So, as you can see, the weed guard moved. You little sucker, come here. Alright, let's try and show you guys this. Weed guard moved out of the way, hook came out, and the bait. Alright guys, we've moved. This is, like I said, short video, more for information purposes. We're just gonna do maybe 3 casts over here, and then we're gonna get ready to go. Bluegill jumping. There we go. Oh, sucker came off. Drug me through some gunk, man. That sucks. Got the hook exposed and everything. Felt like a good one other than came off there. Let's go fire back out there and see if we can't get him again. Maybe he'll bite on. Get out of there. Alright, you guys. That is a much better quality fish, huh? There we go. Very easy, guys. Drop shot. Or sorry, not drop shot. Wacky rig weight, or wacky wig worm, if I can speak. Got that little, there he goes. I got that little peg weight in there. Just to get her to fall a little bit faster, not crazy fast, but just a little faster. I'm gonna have to say if there's one over there, or actually that'd be two. There's probably more. So let's give it a shot. Gave it a few minutes to make sure he actually had it that time. Last time I was getting a bunch of hits on it and thought for sure he was on there and wasn't. I think he drugged me through whatever's out there, and that was the problem. He or she, whichever one it is. Readjust this here. I feel like where it landed was in a bunch of gunk over there or something. There we go. That's better. There we go. Oh, he came off. He spit it out. That time, oh yeah, the hook keep came out. That's crazy. But it's summertime too, and unfortunately during the summertime they say that their mouths become a lot thinner. They tear out a lot easier, and then he's dragging me through a bunch of crap out there, so that's not helping. Sorry guys, they seem to be right out there on that edge, so I'm trying to stay in there, and if I'm not in it, then I'm trying to just bring it back in. There we go. Ready? And of course. Alright guys, this guy's going to require some pliers, some surgery. So I'll be back once I get this out of him. Alright, we're back guys, that wasn't too bad. Came out pretty easily. There we go. It's a good looking little fish. Alright, we're going to go ahead and let him go. Get our hook ran back through here. All right, let's fire back out there one more time here. See if we can't land us one more. And then we're gonna get ready to take off. I've already stayed past what I was able to, so. And we got one on. I didn't even feel him on there. Didn't even feel him on there. Ow, little sucker made me hook myself. You gonna go? Oh, you suck. Alright, there he is. Dang fish making me have to bend down and stuff. I had no idea that that fish was even on there. This is a blast. Light tackle, drop shot, simple, easy, effective, inexpensive. And they're slamming this thing on the drop. And my old Regal silver here is putting in work. It's a great pole. I like it for being a classic. Literally classic. These things are selling for like $75, $80 on Amazon, or I mean eBay. I was checking it out yesterday because I was curious, like I said, so I looked it up. I was like, dude, sell this bad boy on eBay and go buy me a new H pole. Normally I'd stay out there longer, but they're hitting it on the fall, and so if I'm not picking them up on the fall, then I'm basically just reeling it back in. And as you guys can see, my worm broke finally. Alright guys, so that's going to wrap it up for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Finesse fishing. That is the drop shot, and that is the Wacky rig. Next time I'll do a little bit more on the drop shot. That pole that I setup didn't work out like I was hoping it was going to. So we'll do that again next time we come out, but just goes to show you guys, you don't need to go out and buy a bunch of expensive gear. If you just want to go out and have a good time and check out bass fishing, go pick yourself up a couple cheap packs of worms, pack of hooks, good medium heavy pole, spinning reel, and go out there and throw it around and catch some bass. Alright, so if this is your first time here, again, my name's John. This is Fishing with the Van Martyrs. If you guys like this video, please go ahead and drop a thumbs up below. Don't forget to drop a comment. And if you want to be notified every time I make a cool video like this one, then hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to share it with your friends and family. Until the next time.